Hey, SMR family, it's your girl Amaya Channy. I'm here to bring you through a quick workout before we get to the podcast. That was just a little sneak peek of the workouts that I do. If you would like to train with me, click the link below. Other than that, meet me at the table to get the conversation started.
It's happening fast.
I can do this. I can actually do this. Obviously you always doubt yourself. Oh my God, there's so many people doing it. Yeah. I'm never going to make it out there. You know what I mean? And you can't do that.
No.
You literally cannot do that. If I would have given up, I would not be here today. Yeah. And I'm so happy
I'm
that
so proud of you.
Pushed through.
Oh my gosh.
That tough stage.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to Shalisa Marie Radio.
Woo!
Today, we are here with, your regular table. I'm your host, I'm Yvette B. We got
Shalisa Marie.
And Shay Sienna.
Patrice is sick, so, sending love to Patrice.
Wishing you the best.
She's not here. Next.
Rude.
Just kidding.
But today, we have a very, very special guest. We have at Amaya Channy here. Welcome to the table.
Hello.
Personal trainer, influencer, booty specialist.
Listen, we got testimonies.
Yeah, I am a personal testimonial.
Okay. Don't make
So
me.
welcome to the table, Amaya.
Thank
Welcome.
you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm obviously a big fan. You know that.
Yes, my
Love
biggest
it.
supporter.
Yeah. Always.
Literally.
So yeah, we're gonna get really deep today.
Yes, we're ready.
I never do this, so this is gonna be a lot. So everyone, be nice.
The theme,
Be
of
nice.
the episode today really is
How's your heart, babe? How is your heart? That is the real question.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into it because I feel like, every time we run into our friends, we're like, hey, what's up? How's your day? And you're like, good. And it's really not good. So,
Or you're like, work is
short
good.
and sweet. Yeah. We kind of finessed the answers. So we're going to get into it. I know that you're a huge influence online, and usually as an influencer, there's a lot of people who know you online and just see your perfect image, but don't really know the core of who you are and don't know the root of where you've come from. So this is the conversation we're going to have today.
Ooh, the tough conversation.
Everyone should have.
Yeah.
Check on your friends.
Check on your friends. This is the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to your childhood. Let's talk about where you started before you were on Instagram, before you had a bunch of friends. What were your dreams as a child?
It's actually crazy. It's not the direction it's in now. I'll tell you that right now.
Never is.
I actually, the first thing I can remember wanting to actually do is I loved animals. I wanted to be a vet. That was very short-lived because I hate blood. I actually would run away from every single time my sisters got hurt as a child. I would run away. I would not help them. Kiara can vouch for this. I'm gone. She's bleeding. I'm gone. So that was not going to happen. But it's actually crazy because I did actually start getting into filming with my little Video Now. If you guys remember Video Now, it's a throwback. It's like a little orange camera.
Oh my God, yeah. They're Video Now.
I wanted one of those as a kid. It's going to take you real deep, but that I actually used to film my sisters, my mom, my dad. I would film myself. I don't even know what I was doing. It was weird. I looked back on it. I was like, what the hell is so cringy, but maybe one day I'll post this, but not now, later. That's for another time. But it's crazy that now I actually do film myself all the time. So it's really just set me up for that later on in life. I just loved to talk my shit. So
100%.
As you should. I had to document it. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
You're a woke child then.
Very.
Very woke. Okay, and then what else? What led you to becoming a fitness guru now?
There's a lot of things that like kind of played a role in
Yeah,
this.
like how did you get there?
Like, I
after
feel like-
after the video now.
Yeah, you know, like what are like the defining kind of like
Moments
in your life that you feel like kind of got you to?
So there's a lot of good and bad that brought me to where I am now. I would say the biggest moment that took me straight to this like kind of journey was, let's take a deep breath.
You're good, sis.
Was my mom passing away when I was 16 years old. That was a huge part of my life. Like she was a huge part of my life. And like, I feel like when that happened, a part of me kind of died with her. And like, I was off on the worst track ever. Like I was eating like shit. I wouldn't say hanging around like the wrong crowd, but like there was a lot of like smoking weed, skipping class, like
trying to fill
I look
that
back
void.
and I'm like, oh my God, why did I skip so many classes in high school? But it's like you look back and you're like, okay, you were not okay. You think you were okay, but you were really just you were not okay. And like it's hard to focus on school when you have so much going on in the background. And like I'm like, I was never really big in school anyways. Like I didn't really like enjoy academic sides of things. I was like drama, gym, fun. That's it. You know, like I didn't want to just sit there in English and history. It's so boring. Like, and I honestly, like I didn't have that support from my father, which was like another tough thing. Cause like all the support, all the emotional support and all the like nurturing support came from her. And like, she was just such a great inspiration to everybody else that I wanted to be like her one day and like give that impact to other people. And like, so that they remember you as like something great and not like, you know, just nothing, you know, cause life is so short. If anyone knows that, it's me. So you just have to like do what you want to do and no regrets and just live life. And like, I will never do anything for money. I'll always do it if it makes me happy. So
That's
Period.
We got snaps in the back. Snaps in the back. And like, what were some of the things that she taught you that you still carry with you today?
Be kind to everybody because everybody has a story. And I have learned that a lot. Like, it's not just me who's going through things in my life. Everybody has something that's drastically changed them in some type of way.
100%.
And it's crazy because like even when I'm like with my clients now, like I hear their stories and I'm like, oh my God.
Wow, yeah.
That's
We're all
insane.
going through it.
Yeah.
It's good to be able to connect to your clients as well.
Oh my God, I love it. It's like a little therapy session.
Yeah.
It's
I guess working out
great.
is like therapy.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's like another thing that led me to it. Like I had a lot of anger after that because like, you know, you get angry at like so many things. You get angry at God.
Yeah.
You don't
Grief
want to
is
be
a weird
angry
thing.
at God, but you are. And it's like, oh my God, why did you have to do this?
Yeah, what am I
Like,
supposed to do?
It sucks.
And
Like,
it hurts when you have no control over those type of situations.
And when you're young, like you don't even understand what grief is.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I was literally 16. Like, what am I doing? I went to a party that same night it happened
Oh my
because it was
gosh.
Canada Day. So
Holy
you're just
shit.
like, I don't know what
I'm
else
like,
to do.
okay, my mom would want me to go out. She wouldn't want me to sit at home and cry.
Yeah.
She said that to me literally before. So I was like, I'm going to go out. I ended up crying at the party. But we move.
We
That's
move.
what-
Yeah.
That's what happens. You know, we get emotional
move.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, I always hide that emotional side to me because I feel like it's very vulnerable, obviously,
Yeah.
to be out. You want to act like you're so strong.
Yeah.
But we have weaknesses and you don't want people to know your weaknesses. It sucks. But, you know, the strengths and the weaknesses, they play a role in who you become.
Yeah,
So,
Exactly.
And you can build a community just through like, you know, like sharing your weaknesses
Yeah.
because everyone literally is going through some sort of
Exactly.
pain. So that's
And
beautiful.
just, oh my God, their stories are just crazy. I'm like, wow. Trauma.
So like
Hashtag trauma.
why fitness? Like what made you kind of like
so to
feel
channel that anger, I remember stepping foot into the gym for the first time. I had no idea what I was doing, but like just lifting weights, just the feeling, like obviously I didn't know what I was doing, but like just releasing some type of like anger in that really just soothes your soul. There's
Yeah.
something about it that just really, it helped me so much. I stopped smoking. I stopped
Amen.
fueling my body with all these like
Yeah.
terrible things, you know, and I just felt so much more like clear-minded and so much in a better headspace. I wasn't taking out my anger on like everybody else. I was kind of channeling that all into that. And I didn't know at the time this was going to be my path. Like I was in school for finance. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it kind of
And-
just like fell into your lap.
yeah, literally. And I met a lot of people along the way at the gym and stuff who helped me like kind of grow to
Yeah.
love fitness even more. Like the
Yeah.
bodybuilding community was great. And that's where I first like really wanted to be in. You know, booties weren't a thing back then.
Yeah.
I was really focused on the shoulders.
Oh.
It wasn't a vibe.
Oh man. So can you like explain to us kind of like that that moment where you're like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna like choose myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do the right things instead of the wrong things. Like, what was that like, you know, defining moment? Like, when, like, explain it, like, break it down. Do you remember it? Like,
so I remember starting my page. That was in 2018. And I was like, I was waiting. I had made the page for months. I just never posted on it because I was like, I'm not doing this. This is so embarrassing. I'm actually not doing this. Like, posting your transformation for the first time is so scary. That's a lot. You hide, like, I hid my body for so long, especially like all through high school. I can guarantee you no one has a bikini pic of me from high school. Sorry.
And now you have like a viral video of you trying on bikinis.
Right here.
Roll the clip.
Post it. Roll the clip.
Don't roll the clip, please. PG-13. Let's just die. But basically, I started the page, and I didn't expect it to do as well as it did so quickly. I ended up, I don't know, I was just posting like my transformations and like my journey to help other people, and I got reposted by somebody that I love. Her name is Katya. Shout out her.
Shout out Katya.
She got me a few followers that really helped me, and like honestly, getting messages from everybody too like really helps you like kind of want to continue what you're doing.
It fuels you for sure.
Yeah, like I didn't realize how many people were actually watching this journey with me, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
And how many people actually support you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's like absolutely heartwarming to see, and like people from high school would reach out to me too, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys
you remember me?
Yeah, like you never even talked to me in high school. What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But just her, like, you know, working with brands, I had a few brands reach out to me right away too, and that kind of like made me feel like, whoa, okay,
this is happening fast.
I can do this. Like, I can actually do this. Like, obviously, you always doubt yourself. Like, oh my god, there's so many people doing it.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna make it out there. You know what I mean? And you can't do that.
No.
Like, you literally cannot do that. Like, if I would have given up, I would not be here today.
Yeah.
And like, I'm so happy
I'm
that
so
I
proud of you.
pushed through.
Oh my gosh,
that tough stage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't get that family support either. Like, my sisters, yes, they always supported me, but everybody else, like, I come from a brown household, so it's not very like, if you go off the traditional path, it's very like they judge you.
What the fuck are you doing?
And it's like, you're doing what? You're doing fitness? Why?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
How do
like,
you deal with that? Like not being able to have like the support of your family?
Yeah, how do you block that out?
I guess because it's a
Have they
traditional
come
household.
along, or like, is it still kind of like that?
Yeah. Like how do you...
I wish I could say they have come along, but they have not come along. My dad has gotten a little bit better with it, but I think it's more so just kind of jumping on the bandwagon. And now that he's seeing like, oh my god, you're fully booked up.
You're getting attraction.
You know what I mean? But before it was like,
What are you doing?
what you're go back to school. Go do this job, like go work in finance, do something with math. You know what I mean? I don't want to fall asleep at work. Like, I want to go to work and be like, oh my God, this is work. Like, this is great. You know what I mean? Like, I love my clients. It doesn't feel like work to me. It feels like I'm hanging out with my friends all day, you know? And then I do my editing in between and like get content up. But it's been such a fun process, and realizing that you can make money doing something that you love, like, it just drives you to do it even more, you know? And like,
that's a dream.
Hearing people who say they want to keep coming back, I'm like, okay. Like, you're really just out here, like, changing lives. Yeah. And it's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling, because that's the type of impact I wanted to do from the beginning. Because, obviously, going back to my mom, like, I want to impact people the same way she did. And she changed so many lives with just how she was. Yeah. So...
Tell us more, like, about her and, like, the things that she did for other people.
So she was that shoulder you could cry on. She was that person who never spoke bad about anybody. And I can't even stress that enough. Like, I would be at school and I'd be like, oh my God, this stupid girl hit me or whatever, or like took my whatever, like little kid problems, you know? She'd be like, you don't know what they're going through.
Wow.
Like, you don't know what she's like when she goes home. Like, you don't know what she goes home to. Like, there could be a whole situation. And like, I'd be so annoyed because I'm like, really? Like, I'm really trying to be mad right now. And you're just like stop.
You
like,
have it.
You know
having
what I mean?
so much empathy.
Like, why are you such a nice person? Like, why am I not like that? Why do I not think like that? You know? So she was just like, never said a bad word, always wanted to help everybody. This girl planned her own funeral because she didn't want to burden everybody else. And the only thing she was worried about was having enough food for everybody.
Wow.
I'm like, girl, please. Like,
Oh man.
It was just, I'm like,
Wow,
I can't even
beautiful.
believe this is like who you are. Like, it's crazy.
That's remarkable.
She was just, she didn't judge anybody, and like you just felt safe in our house, safe with her, and like creating that safe space for people is so important and
Big.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And honestly, you 100% have done that. Like,
100%.
I know me and Shalisa, we look forward to coming. Like, I don't like going to the gym. I don't like working out in groups of people.
Yeah.
But like, the space feels
The vibe.
genuinely so
Yeah.
safe, and like the vibe is so good that it's like,
Oh my
I literally
gosh.
Sunday mornings, I'm like 10 a.m. I drank all night the night before. I'm like, sorry guys,
Put out
I
the
got boot
tequila.
camp in the morning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to go.
Yeah,
'cause
we
it makes me
actually
feel
watch what
good.
we drink on Fridays.
No, literally,
now.
it makes
Oh
me
my
feel good to
God.
like come
Literally.
every weekend. Like,
that
genuinely.
actually makes
I
me
can't wait
so
to join.
Yeah. Yes,
Seriously,
come
you're
through.
coming
Yeah.
on Thursday.
Yeah,
okay?
definitely. I'm off. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
there.
So I would say you're definitely like your mother in that way.
Yeah,
and
that
you
actually
definitely
makes
make
me
people
so
feel
No, you are.
good.
happy
You are.
that,
It's
That
what
you're
you
like
do.
carrying.
And you don't
Yeah.
judge at all. So
Yeah, that's what I try not to do. Like,
you're an open door. Like, let me just
Literally.
say from my personal experience, like, I don't talk to Amaya all the time. Like, we have the same friends, but we've never like had one-on-one conversations until like maybe like 3 months ago. And like I was able to literally lay out my life with her on her and literally on her, and she sent me a whole paragraph, and we met up in person telling me not to
Yeah.
quit. Like, you know, like, and we don't know each, like, we're not that close
Yeah.
like that, you know? So you definitely have your mother's traits, and I'm proud of you for
Thank
treating
you.
everyone with
That
love
actually
and
makes me
accepting
so
everyone for who they are.
happy.
Yeah.
because, you know, a lot of people judge right away. They
Yeah.
see, like, I have a resting bitch face, okay? It looks
not my
like
fault.
I hate you 24/7, and it sucks because I can't do anything about it. People are
Yeah.
always like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like nothing.
Literally nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
But
fine.
like I
Trust
grew
me.
up with this angry face. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't help
Yeah.
you. It's just I'm actually nice. You know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not a rude person like that. So
So-
that just makes it harder.
So what would you say like your relationship is with like your body personally? Yeah, because I think like it's always interesting, you know, like you're obviously so giving, you help all these
Yeah.
people, but I think sometimes we're always like our biggest critics. So like especially in this influencer world where, you
Oh,
know, there's all
God.
these other influencers doing
Yeah.
other things, taking pictures, you know, there's a level of comparison that happens online. We all
Easily.
do it. So like how do you, you know, like what's your relationship with that?
I think everybody has their body image days where some days they're like, I look fabulous,
Yeah.
you know? And then the next day they're like, what is that?
What's happening?
Who is that?
What
in
is
the
that?
mirror?
That is not what I'm built, okay? You know, like your body's not going to look amazing 24/7, and that's okay.
100%.
Like the whole part of the journey is learning to love your body because more times, how many times have you looked back on old pictures and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I actually wasn't fat.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And
Yeah.
like, wait. Can we talk about like sitting down and having the
Shut the
flat,
roll.
the roll?
It's
Because
so
that's my
normal.
yo. No, like
We just
I
had this
was
conversation
like,
before the show.
What is happening?
You're right. I'm not having this conversation.
That's your
with you right now.
organs.
Yeah. That's your skin.
thank you for
babe.
informing
That's your
me.
skin protecting your organs,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
Because
Okay,
sometimes
noted.
they need protection,
I
okay?
just be like, where
Honestly,
does this
I
come
think
from?
yeah, it was you that posted that said like, oh, like this little like piece of
This
fat
roll
and you're trying
right
to get rid of
here.
forever, but like it's actually to protect your like, you know, like reproductive organs.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I never knew
whoa,
that.
like
I actually never knew
that
that.
thing you hate so much is
Yeah.
actually there to protect your child in the future.
Yeah.
So don't hate yourself so much because like we spend so much time like just being so angry about ourselves and looking at ourselves like, why don't I look like her?
Yeah.
You know, especially don't compare
Facts.
yourself to anybody online. Okay. It's all
media's
highlights.
a front.
Even like my pictures, like I don't get a good picture on the first try,
Yeah.
you know, like it takes a few takes and then I'm like, okay, I like this one, you know, but I
Yeah.
don't like hate myself anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago because I spent so long just being like my worst critic
Yeah.
and like looking at myself like covering up in bikinis, wearing t-shirts. Like if that's what makes you comfortable, 100% do
Yeah.
it. If whatever makes you comfortable in your body, but learn to love it because like when you get older too, like you don't have your young
worse.
body anymore, you know? Like you have,
So you have to
really
build that confidence
take
from
care
young.
of it. You don't get a new one, you don't get a
Facts.
replacement. Things
Facts.
happen and you want to make sure like and even just moving your body. Like I'm so grateful for being able to just move
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Every single second.
Because some people aren't blessed to
Exactly.
be able to do that in the first
Yeah.
place, which is
so
blows
just
my
being
mind.
able to like lift weights and do stuff like other people wish they could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like stop taking it for granted and like do stuff, like move,
Yeah.
do what makes you feel good. Whether it's yoga, it could be any type of physical activity. Literally, it doesn't have to be lifting weights.
I feel like Britt, you said a very long time ago, but you said it on one episode. You're like, I work out to feel good, not to look good. And that's like huge because I feel like when you're focusing on looking good, you'll barely see results.
And you'll never, and that's the thing, you'll never get to a point, I think.
Not to look good.
I don't think there's ever a point where you're fully satisfied.
But you know, like,
It's
yeah,
a
that's
mental
the thing. I
thing.
feel like at the end of the day, you're never going to be really satisfied. You're always
Fair.
going to
You're gonna
want
always pay.
your
Something
ass to be
more.
fatter or
Yeah.
something this or something
right.
tighter. Like, you know, so it's like, if you're just doing it because it makes you feel good.
What happens
Yeah.
to look good, feel good though?
But that's
No,
the
for
thing. If
sure.
you're focused on the feel good, the looking good just comes
Can't
along with
come,
it.
yeah.
You know?
But that's like confidence too. Like, do you have the confidence?
Yeah.
Because that's all it takes.
That's a true
Confidence
fact.
And
That's a
be
good
confident on the TL. Like, post your pic. I always encourage people, post your booty pic.
And people be hating.
I'm terrified.
People be hating.
You're like always
Do it, not me though.
Stay blessed.
you do it, girl.
You do it.
No, people be hating on like fitness trainers who post their booty.
But like, they
We're
worked hard for
female,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know? Like, I used to get made fun of for having no butt. Okay?
I'm a
Now
flaunt
everyone's like, I
this
want to butt like
bitch.
So now
Amaya.
post my butt because you're going to see it.
Yeah,
See what I
that's
worked
it.
hard
Some
for.
Some of us
Yeah.
weren't born with a butt, okay?
Facts.
Facts.
And like speaking about, you know, like being big on Instagram and being an influencer on TikTok and all these social media platforms, do you ever get lost in your role of being an influencer and like kind of coming back to reality? Because I feel like social
Like,
media
does
is
it go to
very
your head?
Yeah, it's easy to kind of get to your head when you're getting
easy.
so
It's
much.
so easy. The one thing that I learned is stop focusing on followers and stop focusing on likes. And like, I started just doing stupid shit on TikTok, you know, like I don't care who sees this, whatever, you know, like my YouTubes, I don't care who sees it. I will post about my lip injections. Like I will literally post about anything because like I have nothing to hide. You know what I mean? Like if you want to
Very
see
transparent,
what I did,
open book.
go ahead.
Which
Have a
is
whole
what you
episode
get.
on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't really care. Like you want to be relatable to people and you want to not act like you're doing this to put on a show and like definitely not try to build this personality that doesn't even exist in real life. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do that on social media. They're like this completely different person.
Yeah.
And you meet them and you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Facts.
So
And then you
being
meet them in
authentic.
person and they're like,
Yeah.
who are you?
definitely. In the beginning it was a lot like that because back then it was like, you know,
It was huge. It was new.
I just got my brand deals.
Yeah,
like,
it was new.
I want to do
Influencing
stuff.
was
and
so
it was
new.
stressful. You don't want to like. That's why I left all the brands. I ended up leaving all of the brands that I worked with because
Interesting.
I didn't feel like I was being my authentic self and like posting on their schedule, posting how many times a week for them and what they want to see. Like it wasn't what I wanted to put out. So it wasn't worth working with these brands if they're going to make you change up your whole style.
That's
That's good.
Exactly.
To stay
So-
true to
Facts.
yourself.
Stay true to yourself.
Not a lot of
Exactly.
people are like that these days, so I really admire that.
Yeah,
you know,
just
you-
being
That's
authentic,
big.
which is interesting because I feel like that video on YouTube. So Amaya has a viral video on YouTube. When I say viral, I'm saying viral. Like, tell them
Viral.
about it. Tell them about it.
Roll that.
So are we actually rolling?
I can't wait to watch.
So that was when I first started my YouTube journey, and like I was posting on YouTube, and it was so easy because I was like, 300 people, it's soft. I can talk to 300 people.
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
is so easy.
Yeah.
And then that video blew up, and I remember looking at my phone. I'm like, what is going on? No, seriously, what's going on? And it's been like right when I posted it, I was like, oh, like 1,000 views, cool.
Holy
and then it was
shit.
like, oh, like a few days later, 10,000 views. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then it just like started picking up
100,000,
traction.
Yeah.
a
And it starts getting
million.
to like 200K, 300K. I'm like, oh my God.
Wait,
make it
what
stop now.
were
I
you
know what's
doing in
going
this
on.
video? What were you
I was
doing?
literally doing a try-on haul.
Oh
So
my gosh.
I do like lifestyle stuff too, not just fitness, because I don't want to stay like just in
a
one
box.
place. Yeah, I want to expand myself
Huge.
a bit. And so I did an Opoly and Fashion Nova summer try-on haul. So it was not just bikinis; it was clothing. It was like everything, you know. And I started. It was so choppy. If you go look at it, it's just so the editing is just weird. I don't even know what I was doing. It ended up hitting past 4 million views.
Holy mother.
And
And that's YouTube. That's not TikTok 4 million. That's YouTube
Yeah.
4 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
My followers went from like 400 little people, and then it went all the way to 30K, past 30K. So I was like, oh, I actually have an audience now.
yeah.
What am I saying?
Let's start working.
What am I saying?
Let me
Yeah.
edit
properly.
I didn't prepare for this audience.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I took a break after that because I was like, whoa, this is too much. Like, I wasn't used to all the comments coming in. And you don't get a lot of, like, you get positive ones, but you get a lot of negative ones
Yeah.
too because I've never been viral before. So seeing all the negative stuff come in, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you have to experience that
This is
too.
crazy. This
How
is
did
what
you deal with
celebrities
that other
deal
than-
with.
how
and
did
stuff
you
like
how did
negative.
you deal with the negative comments?
Honestly, I just like deleted them because I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not holding any negativity on this video. You guys need to go.
Yeah.
And then I got to a point where I was like, I'm not deleting it. I don't even care. Post or say what you want. It's fine. Because everyone's going to have an opinion and they're not going to like all love you. But like they're still watching the video. So they're giving me the money for the views. And so it's fine.
It's like, yeah, haters make you money. Okay.
Haters really do make you money.
Keep
So
coming.
I was like, you know what? It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I really want to get back on YouTube too. I feel
Please
like
do.
it's such a
What?
great platform, but it's just such a
Yeah.
scary platform because you
Yeah.
could literally like overnight you're viral. That's it. That's why I told you to never give up.
And you know what? Like, you
'Cause
know
I was
what
like,
blows my mind is that did you put any like marketing dollars into this?
no, in
If
YouTube,
you were
no,
just
I have no idea how
That's
the algorithm
insane.
just like picked it up and threw it in there, and I was like,
Picked it up
oh my
and threw it in.
god,
Y'all like
my
this?
uncle saw this video. I'm like, why?
Wow.
How's like what's going on?
That's so
Oh
funny.
my
so
God, it was
interesting.
crazy.
That's
I
so
don't
interesting.
even know. I would have looked better if I known
That's
it was
really
gonna go viral.
encouraging, though.
Yeah, no, that's extremely
That's super
encouraging. Like
encouraging.
she be telling, bitch, if you quit,
She
Yeah.
said, no,
yeah,
do
no,
not.
no,
Literally.
Do not quit.
no.
We won't.
Yeah.
We're here.
So I have a very meaningful question for you. What is your why?
My why.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons to my why. Obviously, like the cliche answer would be like to change lives and to like to be like this amazing role model for people. And like, of course it is, but it's so much like deeper than that. I want to make a difference because I feel like everybody takes the traditional route because they're scared to do something that they love. And I always preach this on my Instagram, like do what makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy, do it. And honestly, my why is happiness. And like, I want to be as happy as I can be in whatever, how long my life is, because I know how quickly it can be taken from you. With like, I've had not just my mom die, a bunch of other people around me die.
Yeah.
So I've gone through that stage of like losing people, and it's tough. And you want to just live every day to the fullest and do things that make you happy. Like I literally couldn't even work an office job. I had to leave that job because it was, my mental health was just not there.
Couldn't do it,
It just
yeah.
wasn't in it. And like starting this was so scary because I was like, okay, we're going to put all our money into a gym. Like that's what we're going to do.
Let's throw it there.
And we're just going to hope for the best.
Yeah.
So it's scary. Taking risks like that is so scary, but it's so worth it because you don't realize how much support you actually do have. Like I don't have that much from my family itself, but like from my friends, like
Yeah, the
you
people
guys
around
have came
you.
through for me. And like you guys have really helped me grow
camp!
into the person that I am. Like I'm so grateful for my friends. Like
Yeah.
they have, if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't even, I don't know where I'd be right now, honestly.
The
Like,
importance of friends.
literally
Yeah.
For
like,
real.
and that's why I will always do my best to help them out too. And like, I want us all to grow together and be as successful as we can be and be happy. And like, I can't even imagine life without the people that I have surrounded, like all you guys that come out to booty camp too. Like it just makes me, it makes me so happy, honestly, because it's scary. It's so scary doing things. And like every year we're going to get better and better. We're going to level up and
Level up.
It's a
we're
good
going to
mentality
open
to
a gym
have.
one day. We'll see.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Carter, we're waiting for those boxing classes. So
Carter,
come
where are
through.
So Maya, what is the best advice that you would say you've received? Whether it's from friends, family, or your mom.
Ooh, this one's tough. So the best advice would be not to quit because let me tell you, last year I was in the darkest place I've ever been, and I didn't post on Instagram for 4 months. I literally was like, I'm done with this. I already told you about this. I was like, let me get myself out of it. But there was a lot of people telling me not to quit, and that's why I tell you not to quit. That
Thank
was the
you,
best
Maya.
advice because honestly, if I had quit then, I wouldn't be like running boot camp. I wouldn't have my own gym in my house. Literally.
I saw that.
I'm
It's
so
serious.
thankful for not giving up on myself because of hearing all the negative stuff from like, family. It takes a toll on you. It makes you want to be like, okay, let me just apply to this stupid job.
Yeah.
And so that they shut up.
Shut up.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like I could
Facts.
do that. And yes, I was making good money at my last job, but I was like, is the money worth my mental health? No.
No.
So I'm just going to try this out and like, we're going to go with it. And now we've hit 11K. So that's
Can we do a shot to that?
That's a big milestone.
Because
To
that's
11K.
your growth
Congrats.
has been insane. I'm so proud of you. And
Cheers.
to anyone who's watching, this is just a testament. You can do it too.
Ooh, that's good.
That was so amazing.
That goes down so smooth.
Reposado.
What is this called? Actually, no.
I don't know. Sponsors, though.
Yeah. We're not going to mention the name. Anyways, yeah. No, that's extremely inspiring. I'm so proud of you. Big up yourself because, yeah, like you're my inspiration. I literally talk to Nate about you all the time. Dead ass.
Oh my god.
What is?
He's like, yeah.
You guys talk about her to me all the time.
Oh,
too.
and like literally everyone. No, because like I'm
Before she was
literally like honestly following your inspiration's blueprint is so big, and just like watching you do what you do, like I literally kind of mimic it in my own way because yeah, like I'm just trying to be like you.
She's like, no cap. I'm trying to be like you.
I'm trying to be up like
You
you.
don't have to be like me. You're already
I'm
literally
already
amazing.
me, yes,
Yeah.
but like I just want to have my own business and do like
Yeah.
what I love. Yes, I have a job right now, but being able to do what you love in your own households
Oh my
and
God.
making money, this is
Hello?
just like crazy.
Hello.
So
in the house.
yeah, this is great.
built a studio in her basement. So
don't
you're
big
exactly
myself
like
up.
me. I built a gym. You built a studio.
That's true.
You
Literally
know?
at the same time
We
because
put
of
a lot
COVID.
of money into these
we
things.
really did. What is the worst advice you've ever received?
I think I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of the bad advice that I get is from my father.
Daddy issues. We were just talking about this before we went live.
Don't get me wrong. I love the man. He has done so much. He's raised 3 girls on his
Yeah.
own. He's great in that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody thinks my life is so perfect because they see me traveling. They see me like on Instagram just posting all the happy stuff, you know? Like it's not that amazing behind the scenes. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of things. Like I have to dig myself out of dark places a lot and get myself to post something and make content because it's hard. But he probably would he told me to just like apply to different jobs and go back into finance. He told me that this was not going to go anywhere. He told me this was not going to make any money. There was a lot of other terms used in that. I remember it very clearly. And that has honestly
Words.
helped fuel me a lot
Yeah.
because I'm like, okay, I can't do it.
Prove you
Yeah,
wrong.
let's
But
go.
I did it.
Now,
Let's
yeah,
go.
facts.
But I did,
And I
though.
did it.
quiet.
And
But
I
I
did
did
it
that.
again. And I did it again.
And I'm going to do it again and again and again.
So
As
now
it
he
should
keeps
be.
his mouth more
Yeah.
shut, which is
Humble
great.
yourself.
He's humble. You know? And
Yeah.
he still, don't get me wrong, like he has still like shown a little bit of support every now and then, but you know, sometimes dads switch up on you. They're not like the most nurturing people. So, and I wouldn't say I'm one of his like top people in his life. Like, you know, my sister is a lawyer. She's gonna be a lawyer. So she took the good route, you know? Shout out Kiara for
Shout out
being a lawyer.
Kiara.
She had to do it for the family, I suppose.
Yeah. And she's
took
like,
one for the
she
team. I got
knows.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
She's like,
I'll
Amaya,
shut him up.
always doing this next shit. Like, she has to reel me back in sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, thankful for her because honestly, like, she really helps me the most. Like, she is my biggest supporter, to be honest. Like, her and my little sisters, bro.
Gang.
My mom always said, stay close to your sisters because they'll always be there for you over friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Family.
she
You guys
told us
are,
that.
I feel like you guys are always traveling. So, like, what's like your, like, favorite experience traveling with your sister?
To get on a happier note.
No, but yeah, I feel like you guys have like a really good relationship, and like I think like a lot of people don't like traveling with their family.
Oh my God, no, don't get me wrong. We have our issues traveling with the family. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes it's not smooth sailing. There's a lot of, you know, arguments, a lot of luggage thieves.
What?
But-
You got your luggage stolen?
No. It's just like me and my sisters, you know, arguing and stuff. But at the end of the day, like we always make up. You know how sisters are. Like you're gonna fight with them and you're gonna say stuff that's like, okay, I crossed the line. Yeah. But then you're gonna come back
It's
later
your
and be
sister,
like,
yo.
hey,
We all have sisters, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we all have
Yeah.
sisters.
Wow.
So
You
we
guys
sisters-
already know.
Yo, sisters know
How to piss you off.
Well, how to piss you off for sure, but they know like your real thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really do know you.
Yeah,
love my
and
sister.
they will never say a word.
That little
like
bitch.
ever. Shit. We are dying.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Amaya,
right.
thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
You truly inspired us, and we're just so thankful that you came and, you know, opened up to us, even though you really don't.
I know, guys. Don't be always
No, she'll be back. She'll be something back in the next
Yes.
chapter. And just let everyone know where they can follow you. If you enjoyed the workout at the beginning of the episode, make sure you follow Amaya at
Amaya Channy.
Wait, let the camera know. Let the viewers know. Right here.
or actually no, this
Or
is
here. We got two cameras. Sorry.
That one. There. I guess that's how. I'm just like, I'm gonna be clock-eyed. Like, over there. You can follow me at Amaya Channy on all platforms. It's AMAYACHANNY. Is it right here? Is that where we're pointing?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, thanks guys.
Thank you so much.
Fun. Come work out with me.
Yes.
With the pose.
And this is the end of Shalisbury Radio. Catch us back next week with another one. And in the meantime, we out.
We out.